guys, it's me, Andrea Anderson from IHealedMySons.com. So I'm back with a tip for you, for all you moms and parents who have kids who have anything from ADD, ADHD, autism, learning challenges, you name it. Even if it's just a bit of anxiety, which is, my gosh, so prevalent these days. Anyway, here's a scoop. I have a son. My older son just went to get his learner's permit for driving. So here in the States, specifically in the state of Connecticut, before somebody can drive, they need to get a learner's permit, and they have that for so many months, and they have to drive with only a parent for so many months before they are able to then get their actual license, which then, you know, still has some stipulations on it. But aside from that, so my son, who is going for his learner's permit test today, was getting nervous. He was getting antsy, a little nervous, a bit anxious, the way any of us can when we're, thinking about something and wanting to make sure we do a good job. And he really wanted to pass. And he's like, "Mom, am I going to pass? Am I going to pass?" And I said, "You know what? I think you're going to do well." I said, "But you have to feel it." I said, "And you're real nervous." So I said, "How about you just go outside? If you're willing, go outside, take your shoes off, sit in the grass, and just sit for at least a couple minutes, maybe 5 minutes if you're willing, and just relax. Just sit on the earth, bare feet, and just feel the ground. Just sit there. Even if you're not paying attention to the ground, just let yourself sit there and relax. Don't think about the test, don't think about anything, but just relaxing, sitting on that earth." And I said, because what's going to happen is once you sit outside, it'll help you relax, especially if you're sitting without socks and shoes on. Again, I'll reinforce that piece on the earth. It'll help you relax. It'll help to calm you. I said, and then from that place, you'll feel more centered. You'll feel a little more confident, or a lot more confident, and then you'll be letting go of resistance. So in turn, when you go for your driver's test, the information the things that you already know, you'll feel more confident and comfortable, and it'll be easier to remember that information than if you go nervous, stressed, anxious. So I had to leave the house. When I came back, he had gone with his dad for the learner's permit, and guess what? He passed. He got it. And I asked him, I said, "Did you actually go outside and sit, on the ground barefoot?" And he said, "Yeah, I did." He said, and it was helpful. So cool thing, A, he actually did it. B, it worked, which is huge, because as our kids do these things that we suggest or that they watch us do, not that we force them to do, but that we invite them to do and give them the idea to do, when they do these things that are so aligning, they learn firsthand, not from our blah, 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 or from somebody else's blah, 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 but for themselves, how to relax, how to align themselves. So it doesn't matter what they have, where they are on the spectrum, or even if they're not even on the spectrum, but are just kind of moving through a bit of anxiety or whatever. This is helpful for them as a tool for life, and for us as a tool for life. So so that's the first part of this video, to just remember that when we do things to relax ourselves, like specifically going barefoot, sitting on the earth, standing on the earth, walking on the earth, like directly on the ground, that's where amazing things can happen. Our bodies align more when we're in contact with the earth. When we're inside and trying to relax, we can do it. Sometimes it's harder though. We're distracted by things going on inside, in the house, with the family or whatever have you, but also we need to be grounded. Once we actually connect with the earth, it relaxes us in a way that we can't even imagine. It helps us to let go of things. And when you're walking on the earth, there's this thing called negative ions that transfer especially from the soles of your feet into your body, and latches onto free radicals, helps to cleanse, detox you. It helps to regulate your moods. So there's a lot of cool things going on as you go barefoot and connect with the earth, whether it's sitting, walking, whatever have you. So keep that in mind. So the second half of this tip that I wanted to slide in is the fact that there's something else that you can do that will elevate this piece of aligning and relaxing for yourself and for your kids. Because remember, this isn't just for your kids, this needs to be for you too, moms and dads, because sheesh, when the crud hits the fan, or even if it doesn't but you're feeling not so good, if you can take a 5-minute, 10-minute time out, you will feel better if you can do as I just suggested or mentioned, and or here's something else that will elevate your body and your thoughts and your ability to relax, and likewise for your kids. Here's what it is. I'm gonna take this camera and put it down on my feet. Okay, here we go. Can you see my feet? I can't tell what you can see here. Are my feet in view? Where are you? Ooh. Okay, if you can't see, here, let me try it this way. I am standing barefoot on a rock in my yard. Why? Well, here's the scoop. I call this, lately I've been calling it rocks reflexology. So if anybody is familiar with reflexology, that is the idea that it comes from Asian medicine, that when you massage certain points on the soles of your feet, you are actually massaging organs throughout your body. So on the bottom of your feet, the soles of your feet, every organ is represented. And honestly, I don't know the order of all of the organs. I have my own sort of cheat sheet in my house that shows me where certain organs are based on, when I look at the sole of my foot, okay, right foot to the, intersection is this and that's my stomach, intestines, blah, 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 that sort of thing. Anyway, without getting into the details of that, reflexology, you massage the sole of the feet, or you hit certain pressure points and you're specifically clearing, cleansing, helping to bring balance to any and all the organs in your body. So here's a way to do that, but on your own, without going to the doctors or to a reflexologist. If you find a rock in your yard, and the rock, obviously, it's of the earth. It's in the ground, it's on the ground, it's of the earth. So already when you're barefoot and standing on that rock, you're helping to balance your hormones, you're helping to balance your moods, you're helping to relax yourself. Now, when you do this and you actually step on the edge of a rock, I'm going to try to do this again. Can you see? Oh, I don't think my feet are in there. Yeah. If you step on the edge of a rock or a portion of the rock and you kind of move around and put pressure on certain areas where you feel like you need pressure. So I happen to notice today, I'll do this not every day, but in the summer I do it very often. I'll notice where it feels like it kind of is the most sore, or is just, maybe it's not sore, but it just feels good to be stepping in a certain way. In a certain area on my foot, maybe it's my toes, maybe it's in the arch of my foot, maybe it's on my heel, whatever it might be, I just spend a few minutes putting pressure in that area. And I sometimes, very often, will start at my toes and put pressure there, then I'll do that for a minute, then I'll move forward, I'll put pressure in the next section on my foot, the pads of my feet, then I move to my inner arches of my feet, then I move to the soles, and so on and so forth, just kind of starting at the top of my toes and moving my way down, putting pressure on certain spots on my feet, on both feet. Sometimes I do it at the same time, sometimes it's my left foot that needs it more than my right, whatever the scoop is. Here's a point. When you do this, you are literally massaging specific organs in your body that might need a little more attention than others. And you're helping to cleanse and clear them. You're helping to bring balance to those organs without seeing a reflexologist, without going to the doctors. You're just doing it naturally. So it's the grounding of the earth. It's the being outside, breathing in the fresh air. It's slowing down. It's noticing your body and what the hey is going on inside your body. We all need that. And on top of all of that, you are helping to massage those organs, which brings more balance to those organs, which helps you feel way better and relaxed. Your kids can do this too. You might want to start with yourself, because all parents need this. Whether you have a child on the spectrum, a teenager on the spectrum or not, everybody needs this. So start with you get into the groove of it, and see if you can invite, not force, but invite your child to start to do likewise. Sometimes it's easier just to get them to go barefoot for a while and get them regulating and helping their bodies that way, and then invite them into this other piece. So that's a scoop, sort of a 2-for-1 tip here, but both are very, very powerful, especially when it comes to calming your body and then clearing your body and aligning your body. So there you go. Any questions, let me know. Otherwise, have fun with this, and especially enjoy the benefits that come from doing this if you choose to. Okay? So love and blessings. Great to talk with you. Take care and rock on.